If they got the clearances and were exposed to some of the evidence that you've seen, would it be a different story?
It'd be a different story about how they felt about it, sure. But then they couldn't tell their friends or their wives or whatever. So they would be in the position of people that are on the other side. And so if they tried to tell somebody, they would get the same response to them as, well, prove it to me, show me some proof. And they wouldn't be able to do it. So that's what happens.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
A growing number of high-level insiders.
Woo! I have got an update for you. James Fox's new documentary, The Program. 3 specific things. 1, a new trailer for that documentary is going to be coming out soon, according to James. 2, I have a brand new clip that James shared from his new documentary. 3, James is looking for investors for the distribution of this new film. He has revealed that he will be releasing the film independently. Now, James Fox, you may remember from such films as Out of the Blue, The Phenomenon, A Moment of Contact. All 3 amazing films about the UFO phenomena, right? And The Program is his new film, right? And it's covering basically the idea, right, that there's this crash retrieval and reverse engineering legacy program within the United States government, or programs. Now, let's take a look at the tweet that James put out. He says, "One more day of audio post for The Program here in LA. Trailer to follow. Because of all the nonsense distributors, we have decided to release film independently, so looking for an investor. If interested and serious, please message me." Let's go. I had to throw that in. He further commented, "Editing for another 48 straight hours, so I can't read all your responses just yet, but will do as soon as I'm able. Film will be ready to be released in a few days." And he also said, "We spent, my distributor, at least $250K releasing The Phenomenon. PR firm, social media guru, ads, trailer, etc. It's not cheap releasing a film once complete. We will need something around $200K. Again, film is ready to be broadcast in a week, so this is not completion funds." So clearly James is looking for the funds to distribute the film, which it does cost a lot to get the film out in front of people, right? More advertising than anything, promotional work, right? To make them aware of it, of where to go get this film. So, do you want to be an investor in James Fox's new film? Reach out to him. I'll put a link in the description. Message him if you're serious. Now, James has had issues before with distributors for his previous films. Here's a clip that he released last November that had people worried initially.
Hello, everybody. Sitting in my favorite spot. I hike up to this point pretty much daily. Think about my work and edits that I'm working on, how I'm putting the film together. But I'm writing this post because I've been holding something in for the last 6 months, dealing with career-related issues, the likes of which I've never experienced in my entire life. So challenging, it feels like someone's trying to extinguish my career. It's pretty terrifying. I'll probably be going public with it later this week. For legal reasons, I can't discuss it right now, but I wanted to give you all a heads up and thank you for all your support. It means the world to me.
Later, the reason came out, and Variety did an article on it. Filmmakers take legal action against Chicken Soup for the Soul Entertainment as it faces cash flow issues. And if you go further into the article, you'll read, on November 7th, filmmaker James Fox sued CSSE Chicken Soup for the Soul Entertainment and 1091 via his production company, CE3, for failure to make revenue payments on 2 films bought by 1091, Moment of Contact and The Phenomenon. CE3 is also seeking back the rights to both films. And if we read directly from the lawsuit, it states, Fox and CE3, however, would later learn the real reason CE3 had not received the monies that it had earned from its films, and that it was indisputably owed. At some point after Chicken Soup acquired and took control of 1091, Chicken Soup began to systematically dissipate, steal, and embezzle the monies from CE3's films that 1091 was collecting on CE3's behalf. Instead of releasing CE3's monies to CE3 upon information and belief, Chicken Soup secreted CE3's monies to Chicken Soup accounts. So basically, they stole from James Fox and many other filmmakers, right? I had Ron James on the podcast, and he spoke about the same thing, right? And basically, they all lost their money because the company that owns Chicken Soup and everything, Redbox, they went out of business. So nobody's really going to get their money back except for a few key people. So it is potential that James Fox will get some money back from that, but who knows? He has yet to comment on that particular part. But all of his films are available online, and he did get back the rights to them, so that's good. So now, looking forward to this new film, hopefully he can secure a better distribution deal and not have to worry about that, right? So without further ado, let's take a look at the new clip that James Fox released, again, from his upcoming documentary, The Program.
It's a bigger, more complex issue than most people probably appreciate when they just say, well, why don't they just tell us what's going on, be more transparent? Well, there's a lot of things have to happen before you get to that point.
Today, we stand at a pivotal moment in history. The question before us is not just about unidentified anomalous phenomena, but about the very principles of transparency, accountability, and trust between the government and the people it serves.
Some of these crash retrieval programs, and maybe we should give accesses.
For whistleblowers and for the protection of whistleblowers.
There remains an ongoing official public effort to investigate what is really known about UAP.
And to say, until I've seen evidence, I'm just not going to accept this. Can't blame them. I mean, that in fact is a scientific position.
If they got the clearances and were exposed to some of the evidence that you've seen, would it be a different story?
It'd be a different story about how they felt about it, sure. But then they couldn't tell their friends or their wives or whatever. So they would be in the position of people that are on the other side. And so if they tried to tell somebody, they would get the same response to them as, well, prove it to me, show me some proof. And they wouldn't be able to do it. So that's what happens.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
A growing number of high-level insiders.
And James Fox is clearly hard at work making sure that this film gets done, and he's been hard at work for it for a long time. And there's a lot to come out in this film.
Sorry.
Say I'm here.
I'm here with Congressman Burchett, and we just want to make a quick announcement not to lose hope that there's progress being made. What can you tell the people out there?
We're making progress. I'm talking to people every day about what's going on, but we will be having some more hearings and we'll be getting some more stuff out. So please don't lose hope, folks. We're gonna keep going until we get the answers.
Big stuff coming this year. And excuse us if we look a little tired. Yes, it is late, and we've been up all day. Thank you.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah,
Appreciate you.
of course.
All right, guys, that's it for today's video. Remember, every day's a gift, y'all. Peace!
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep.